them overall. Celtic may have to relinquish their title, but in Glasgow, you don't let it go easily. And amid injuries and suspensions, Rangers are a little exposed, a little vulnerable. And you really don't want to be like that on a day like this. It's Craig Thompson's third Old Firm game. He'll be off to the European Championships in the summer as a fourth official. Not quite so cushy for him today. It's Rangers then, who have control of their own destiny, who start this final Old Firm game of the season. If they avoid defeat, the title race will have pretty much run its course. An early free kick for Daniel Cousin, preferred to Jean-Claude Darcheville today.
And as I said, that's maybe why holding the ball up like that, allowing the Rangers midfield to get up and support. It's going to be important.
Stephen Whittaker chasing. And a corner off Hinkle. Inside the first minute for the visitors.
That's a good start from Rangers. Gives them a chance to test that back line of Celtic. And Boric in goal.
Stephen Davis in towards Weir, who flicked it on, and Cousin! And away by Boric. And Rangers nearly ahead after 60 seconds. Here's Cousin, shadowed by Naylor.
Well, this was straight from the training ground. In the last match, Davis kept hitting first man. This time the first man was Davy May. It was a good flick on. And almost gave Boric severe problems.
Another corner. Bright start for Rangers. Davis takes it again. And that's a nudge by Whittaker. And Scott McDonald. It's Walter Smith's 40th Old Firm game, a veteran of these occasions. He's never lost back-to-back Glasgow derbies. Gordon Strachan stopped the rot of 4 straight defeats to Walter Smith 11 days ago here. Now he needs to beat him again. McDonald, Nakamura. Cousin, Ferguson, Whittaker chasing, but Hinkle should have that sorted. Gary Caldwell. Lee Naylor, back from injury. Kirk Broadfoot then will take this throw. Flicked on by Cousin. Caldwell for Hinkle. Over towards Jan Vennegoor, Hesseling, and onside! Scott McDonald! A startling start to this final Old Firm game. As Scott McDonald puts Celtic in front with just over 3 minutes on the clock.
Well, it's that combination again, and number 47 for the combo. You can see there, Scott McDonald online. He timed it to perfection, and then he finished it to perfection. Low and hard, no chance for Alexander. He's right through, he's on goal. He's done it so often this season, but never in a bigger match. That goal is huge.
Scott McDonald's 28th goal of the season. It's his first Old Firm goal, although he did score once for Motherwell against Rangers, only once though. decision. And Celtic with an early advantage. Tom Murphy, the assistant referee, kept his flag down, and Vennegoor of Hesselink and McDonald linked up perfectly.
Well, it was a big decision. It was very close. Great to see that one again. I'm sure we will. The link-up play was again there between the two strikers. We'll see it now. You can see the ball's played up, and yeah, I think McDonald is just a foot or so offside. Called it wrong the first time through, and that's why it is difficult for an assistant, but very close one. So maybe he just got that one wrong, and boy, that's a big one to get wrong.
Broadfoot. Rangers rocked by that goal from McDonald, and they will feel rather hard done by.
I think it came from the fact as well that Rangers are pressing far higher up the park in the initial part of this match, and what that did was just get a bit more space at the back, and there's the man there who made that decision.
Tom Murphy, the assistant ref, with a mighty call in the opening minutes. How will Rangers react? Novo, Davis. Free kick. Daniel Kuzan colliding with Hinkle. Papac now for Whittaker. Hartley screens it. Stephen Davis doesn't really connect though. An early setback for Walter Smith. Rangers having a remarkable season after 2 years without a trophy. They're now chasing 4. They'd still be in the driving seat with their games in hand if they lost today, but the Celtic victory would certainly make it an uncomfortable run-in. And this is the first of 9 games in 28 crazy days for Rangers, possibly 10 games if they get to the UEFA Cup final.
I think what the goal does show you though, it's important to win that first header between Daly and Weir. It's going to be difficult against Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. That's a late one from the big Dutchman across Broadfoot. He wasn't very happy.
All part of the Old Firm experience. Ticking off for Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. Christian Daly's free kick aimed towards Daniel Kuzan. It's won by Caldwell though. Whittaker, Davis, Papac, Whittaker. Robson turns away from Davis. Here's McDonald. It's the kind of start Celtic fans and players might just have dreamed of through the night.
Any thoughts of this game just being about Rangers shutting up shop have been quashed. They're playing a very high line, but now a goal down. Barry Ferguson's right up there alongside Cousin, as is Novo. Whittaker's trying to push up, and Himdani's the only one really who's sitting and protecting.
Whittaker. Cousin helps it on, turned away by Hartley, and Rangers felt there was a handball in there. Barry Ferguson raced after the referee. Davis for Novo for Broadfoot. Oh, nicely done by Broadfoot, and he's got a free kick, although Lee Naylor and Paul Hartley are having a pop at him.
Broadfoot likes to get advanced. It certainly is a free kick. This is the handball claim here. Well, it does look like it touches Caldwell on the left hand. Again, Rangers unlucky.
Barry Ferguson made a big try for a penalty then. Daniel Cousin sizing up this free kick. And he has hit some beauties this season. Here comes Cousin. There's a quick breaker from the wall in the goal scorer, Scott McDonald. We missed a penalty here 11 days ago. A spot kick saved by Alan McGregor. Well, he's just gone and made amends by putting Celtic in front. Tapach, Cousin, Hemdani, Whittaker. Cousin sneaking it away from Hartley, but Barry Robson intervened. Unfairly though, it's a free kick.
I think this was no more than tenacious. Great initial play from Cousin, not making Hartley. And then, you see there, Barry Robson just gets his body between the ball and Cousin.
Christian Daly and Kirk Broadfoot are the far-away options in the box. It's Tapach who floats it in, and it's Cousin who flips it on, but the flag was up for offside. Anyway, it wouldn't have counted.
It was a lovely little worked free kick. You can see there, it's certainly not Cousin, it's offside. Don't really know who is. Just edges past that back post area.
Rangers have got that throw.
Both Terry and Craig in the studio were talking about hoping it wasn't about the officials today, but already in the first 13 minutes of this match there's been one or two. One huge, well possibly two if you take Caldwell handball into it.
Christian Daly seeking out Daniel Cousin. And a high boot from Cousin means a free kick for Celtic.
Cousin is right in about there from the start of this match. But what was interesting here again was that Barry Ferguson was again ahead of Cousin, and he finished that when it came down to him. Far more advanced than I expected.
The controversial offside decision went in Celtic's favour. A penalty shout went against Rangers, and Christian Daly's leading that, but Alexander has fumbled it, and it's going to be a corner.
Well, he does fumble this, but it's a difficult ball to handle because you can see Scott McDonald and Daly just get slightly in his way. Daly leaves it. He still has to deal with that, I think, though.
Nakamura will take this corner, given a standing ovation as he tries to cross to take it. Nakamura delivers, and Gary Caldwell! And it's cannoned off Kuzan, and there was a handball shout from Celtic in there.
I think Caldwell thinks it hits Kuzan's hand. And Whittaker is trying to deal with him. You can see there, it's more or less the shoulder of Kuzan comes across here, just off the shoulder. Caldwell muscled his way in there.
Robson to take this. Too much on it. Bit of breathing space, and you don't get much of that in an Old Firm game. We do get lots of controversy, though.
It's been a very open start to this match. Fairly even in midfield.
Whittaker, crowded out by Hinkle and Nakamura. Gordon Strachan's Celtic hoping to keep their title dreams alive, hoping to push Rangers all the way. Here's Whittaker, and now a corner off Caldwell.
Well, this certainly is a feature of the match so far. How high up the park the midfield for Rangers are getting. Whittaker now down this left-hand side. They're certainly going for it, the away team.
Stephen Davis floats the corner in, and David Weir was in the thick of it, and he's claiming it. And Rangers respond quickly to level it up. We've got another Old Firm classic brewing.
It's not a good ball, and no one deserves this more than Davy Weir for the season he's having. He wasn't sure it even went in. It gets the touch, and Rangers definitely deserve this. First quarter now, very open. It's the second time the ball was delivered right on cue by Davis. He took a sore one. Sure he's not bothered about that now though.
He's just given Celtic a black eye in some respects. Well, he scored against Dundee United recently as well. He's becoming a goal machine, David Weir. Just a couple of weeks short of his 38th birthday. And Walter's seen enough already to come downstairs. And Barry Robson gets the first yellow card of this derby. Robson, who started his career with Rangers, but never made their first team.
This is not great for Barry Robson so early in the match. A little bit reckless.
He planted into Christian Daly in the opening seconds of the last Old Firm game to set the tone for the night. McManus, it's a trip. The assistant referee actually gave a corner, but it was a trip by Kuzan on McManus.
Well, we talked in the last match about Davis's delivery into the box. There's certainly enough Celtic players in that area, but Davy Weir was up highest.
Ferguson, Kuzan, Nakamura, McDonald, poked away by Weir, but only to Nakamura. Ferguson slides in, and here's Nacho Novo, and he's riding challenges here, there and everywhere. We missed them for 11 days, the Old Firm.
Yeah, and Rangers just so much closer to Celtic in the opening part of this game than they were in the last one. It's making such a difference. I'm sure from up in the stand, Walter Smith can see that very clearly.
Broadfoot's throw, Kuzan's flick. Steered away by Caldwell, back by Hemdani. Papac. Helped on by Papac and by Whittaker for Ferguson. He's had a look up for Kuzan and he's picked him out. Davis pipped to it by McGeady. And Robson has lost it. And Barry Ferguson! Was that a handball from Caldwell? Ferguson rattles it in again. What a contest! 20 minutes played, rip-roaring stuff.
Yeah, talk about high tempo by Robson, a handball there. And then it falls to Barry Ferguson. Another possibility of a handball from Caldwell, this time definitely not meant. And Ferguson trying to take the scraps, couldn't get it on target.
He nearly blew his whistle then, Craig Thompson. Free kick for Celtic.
Talk about learning your lesson from the last match. Just seems Rangers have been told to go out there and win it.
McGeady's, is he going to get a free kick? No, he doesn't. Nacho Novo was tracking him.
They like a duel, these two. Novo doing his job.
That goal from David Weir, only the 6th that Celtic have conceded in the SPL at home this season. Novo with a raised foot. A whirlwind start to another captivating Glasgow derby. Naylor towards Venegora Hesseling. Away by Weir. And then by Whittaker. Ferguson with a fierce challenge and a useful free kick here for Celtic.
It looks like Nakamura taking over from Robson at the start of this match from set pieces.
Nakamura scored his first Old Firm goal 11 days ago here, and typically for the man from Japan it was an absolute stunner. Will he go for it again from this angle? Nakamura does go for it, and Alexander had to get across sharp.
I'm surprised that Alexander's so surprised to try to go to his near post there. It was always going to happen for Nakamura.
Yes, and there's half a chance that he could go for it. He will go for it. Robson's corner is better that time, and a handball cry more from the fans that time against Whittaker.
Well, is this the third time that Caldwell is handballed? Possibly. That was Nakamura trying to catch out Alexander. It's good goalkeeping though.
McDonald, Venegora Hesseling. Alexander will happily scoop that up. He's had an amazing week standing in for the injured Alan McGregor. Hinkle stumbling, and Caldwell was sold a little short, especially with Ferguson around. Papac. Kuzan rising with McManus. Naylor. McGeady. Nacho Novo offering Broadfoot some extra protection up against McGeady. Wise move.
And I watched McCoy's talking to Nacho Novo before the match. Probably just reassuring him of his defensive duties today.
Naylor's long throw. Caldwell. Robson.
Again, it's Barry Ferguson, first to the ball. Pressing high up the park. It's much more like a 4-4-1-1 formation that Rangers are playing.
Now, Naylor's lost it to Nacho Novo, who's got options. And it's stopped by McManus. And Novo pulled it back a little further. Celtic might have been in big bother.
Yeah, Neil's caught here. It's poor defending. Allowing Novo to slip in. I think he's got to try and cut that one back a little bit more.
Scott Brown back from suspension but unable to dislodge Robson and Hartley. Hinkle. Here is Robson. Nakamura. Mdali. Stephen Davis. Swapped a relegation battle with Fulham in the Premier League in England to chase 4 trophies with the Rangers. The club he supported as a boy. Novo, tidy. Mdali will go back to Daly. You can really take your eyes off an Old Firm match. Whittaker for Kuzan. This could be promising. Kuzan. And a timely tackle from Gary Caldwell.
This time it was excellent defending from Caldwell. Just gets the touch there. Kuzan started this game very well, causing all sorts of problems for the Celtic back four.
David Weir is up there lurking again after another goal. Stephen Davis, and it's in from Daniel Kuzan, and Rangers have turned this game on its head. The Old Firm are really slugging it out here.
Well, what half an hour of football from Rangers. And again, Celtic didn't learn from the first time. This time it's Kuzan at the front. The same delivery from Davis. And what a finish that is. He just gets the slightest contact on it. It's the pace on the ball that takes it in. But it's no chance. But very poor defending.
Just back from a broken jaw, he may have broken Celtic hearts.
What choice from Walter Smith to overlook Darsheville in favour of Kuzan. It's paid huge dividends so far.
Well, Celtic can't say they weren't warned when David Weir scored, but up top Daniel Kuzan, who nearly joined Fulham during the transfer window. That move broke down, and it might turn out to be for the best for him and for Rangers.
Well, Davis did try that delivery in the last match. He couldn't do it. This time round, to work to perfection. Noble, as always, backtracking, helping out on McGeady.
Nakamura's cross now is cleared by David Weir. Free kick for Rangers. Hartley caught Ferguson. Well, Celtic were in front with a dubious goal. Scott McDonald looked just offside, but the response from Rangers, well, their fanatical followers tell you just what that response has been from Walter Smith's side. They used their heads. David Weir and Daniel Kuzan, their scorers. Papac. That's going to go for a corner. Oh dear, you know what happens with corners for Celtic.
Let's see if they have learned. Pretty sure it couldn't happen 3 times in the one match.
Well, this has been a familiar route to goal. Stephen Davis's corners, met by David Weir and Daniel Kuzan, and Celtic have got to sort themselves out and get to grips with this situation. Stephen Davis once more, but it's a safe catch for Boritz, and a throw for Scott McDonald, although not many up with him. He's been trapped by Stephen Whittaker anyway. Good work from Whittaker.
Yeah, it's a wise move to sit Whittaker on McDonald, and Papac was just there as cover. It's been a pretty phenomenal start from Rangers, certainly with all the talk of so many games, tired legs. Well, that's been proved wrong. High tempo, good football, well-worked goals.
The adrenaline always flows on Derby Day in this city. Free kick for Rangers. Stephen Davis now will pick out Kurt Broadfoot. Manis boots it out. Celtic stunned and shell-shocked by those 2 Rangers goals. There's a delay whilst Gary Caldwell puts his boot back on. Broadfoot then with his throw, finds his captain. And Ferguson. Naylor nibbling at him and wasn't too happy about it. Rangers have only won on 2 of their last 18 visits to Celtic Park. They've only scored 2 goals in their last 6 visits, but they've got 2 goals here in the opening half hour. Hinkle, McGeady, who has swapped sides with Nakamura for now. Hinkle. Davis for Ferguson, and Davis again. Well, Rangers have got the free kick, and Paul Hartley is going to be summoned to Craig Thompson, and he's going to get a yellow card.
You see, it's a very late one on Ferguson. It's got to hurt. But Rangers are just not allowing Celtic time on the ball in the midfield area, closing down so quickly, and then they look sharp when they're in possession.
Well, Barry Ferguson and Paul Hartley, Scottish international teammates, but that doesn't matter when Celtic are playing Rangers. It's certainly a sore one for Ferguson, who's been playing through the pain of an ankle problem for quite a while now, needs pain-killing injections.
You can just see how late that one is. It's right down the side of the right ankle. Not happy at all.
The Scotland manager, George Burley, taking this game in and seeing two of his players having a bit of a scrap there, to say the least. Ferguson, no doubt, will have duly noted the challenge. It's come off Hinkle. It's a throw. Barry Ferguson wants to come back on. Ten minutes remaining in an absorbing first half of frantic football. Davis having a look around. Bailey. Whittaker, on by Kuzan, and Ferguson had darted into the box, but it's with Boritz. David Weir underneath that. McGeady. Spun away from Davis, up against Broadfoot now, and he's found McDonald. And Christian Daly with a tidy tackle, and it needed to be spot on. McManus. McDonald leaves it for McGeady. McGeady in, Mdani out. Knocked on its way by Broadfoot. Here's Kuzan. It's only his third league start in 3 months, Daniel Kuzan. Broke his jaw against Werder Bremen. Recently returned, but Jean-Claude Darcheville has generally been preferred. Not today, and Kuzan has got on the score sheet and has given Rangers the lead.
He's also working very hard and holding the ball up.
Naylor. Robson. Hartley. Here's Hinkle. McGeady was calling for it, but it's gone to the other side of the field. Hinkle into Vennegoor Hesseling. Able to link up with Scott McDonald that time. Naylor for McDonald, shadowed by Daly. He's got McGeady in close support. Ferguson, Hartley closing in on him again. Nakamura's onto that though. Nakamura makes room for the cross. Away by Daly, but only to Hinkle. Lee Naylor thought about having a go. Left McGeady with a bit of running to do. McGeady's taking them on though. And Vennegoor and Hesseling with a little flick. But a little flick is all it was.
Because of the style that Rangers are playing today, very often it's 1-for-1. McGeady on Broadfoot. Novo can't get back each time. Just giving the winger a bit more room. Something Rangers will have to watch. Gordon Strachan, just seen his side lose 2 goals from corner kicks. We're talking about, we've heard the argument, zonal marking, or man for man in the box. Well, today the zonal system hasn't worked for him. I'm sure the guys will talk about that in the studio at half-time.
McDonald for Hinkle. It's collected by Alexander, but it was by no means the worst of centres. Nacho Novo. Novo. Oh, it's a rather crude challenge by Lee Naylor. We've got action from the Barclays Premier League tomorrow from 7 on Setanta Sports 1 as Derby take on Arsenal. Caldwell's return is poor, and the fans will give him plenty of stick for that, but it was Gary Caldwell who set up that stoppage time winner the week before last here. And Caldwell wins that header, but here is Davis. Inside the final 5 minutes of a ferocious first half. McGeady. McDonald. Barry Robson. Fenagora Hesselink is in there, but it's over his head and plucked out of the air by Neil Alexander. Rangers beset by injuries and suspensions, but leading in this Old Firm tussle. Walter Smith reckons Charlie Adam could be back in a fortnight or so, and there's a small chance of Alan McGregor and Lee McCulloch maybe getting a game right at the tail end of the season. Well, that might just be wishful thinking. Not that the replacements are doing too bad just now. Hinkle. Nakamura. Robson waiting to receive. Robson hangs in there despite attention from Davis. And now from Ferguson. McGeady. McDonald. Oh, it's in! It took a little nick! And it sailed over Alexander, and McDonald claims another goal. It's 2-2 just before half-time. This is incredible.
Well, no question of offside this time. It's all about McGeady again, feeding it through into the box for McDonald. And it's Daly that's with him. As the ball comes in here, it's now difficult to tackle him. He's inside the box. Daly tries to get a foot round it, and all he does is get enough on it to take it over Alexander. And all credit to the little striker for having a go. Just takes a slight clip maybe. It was just enough. And that's what Rangers didn't want. Celtic back in it just before half-time. All to play for.
Well, the last two Old Firm encounters have been absolute classics, and we've still got another half of this one to go, but Gordon's tracking side level. It's been a first half of ups and downs for everyone. Emotions could not be more mixed. Broadfoot's throw. Kuzan. Nakamura now for Fenagora Hesselink. And Sasa Papac with the challenge. Misjudged by Hartley, who was shoving him down anyway. Into the last minute of the first half. What a shame, we don't want this to have a break at all.
The way it's going, you have to say there's more goals in it.
Naylor, Nakamura. Caldwell. McGeady skipping away from Novo. Alexander will claim that before anyone can get too close. Unlucky on the goal. Deflection off Christian Daly.
Well, it keeps it balanced for the second half. You have to say, though, that Walter Smith, I think, caught Gordon Strachan unawares with his system today. Coming out, really having a go. And even though Celtic did get the first goal, and it was just offside, the Rangers have had the majority of this first half in taking the game to Celtic. But again, all credit to the home side. They keep fighting.
Oh, shame we can't play on through half-time, really, but there is just a single minute of stoppage time. Nakamura. Naylor. In towards Finnegan and Hesseling. Away by Papac. Celtic Park held its collective breath then. Novo. Davis. Davis has lost it. Hartley now could make it happen. Hartley's got McDonald waiting for what would have been a first half hat-trick. The half draws to a close. Breathtaking. Scott McDonald back to brace. Daniel Kuzan had put Rangers in front after David Weird equalised for them. A half that shifted one way and then the other. That Old Firm pendulum was swinging big time. McDonald looked offside, but he fired Celtic in front. Back came Rangers. David Weir, who scored at Tannadice recently, popped up again to level it. And Celtic didn't learn their lesson from corners, because Davis sent in another one for Daniel Kuzan. But then just ahead of half-time, Scott McDonald claimed his second of the game with a little help, with a little nick off Christian Daly. Glasgow's Giants are serving up yet another epic encounter. Half-time, Celtic 2, Rangers 2. Been 2 in the last 27 meetings between Glasgow's finest. But here they are, locked together at 2-2. And you wonder what's going to happen next. Daniel Kuzan and David Weir on target for Rangers. Scott McDonald with a double for Celtic. The last player to score an Old Firm League hat-trick was Stevie Chalmers for Celtic in 1966. Scott McDonald could rewrite the history books if he can get another. It's Celtic who start the second half. They were a goal up, they were 2-1 down, and then they grabbed an equaliser just before the break. A colossal match, which Celtic have to win to retain any hope of tipping Rangers to the title.
And the question is, will Rangers start with such a high tempo as they did in the first half? Apart from the last 10 minutes, it was virtually the opposite of what I expected. Rangers more in possession, Celtic on the break. Still very even.
It's 4 years since Celtic won back-to-back home games against Rangers. But they need to do that to prolong their season and to make Walter Smith's Rangers really work for this title. David Weir, Venegora Hesseling, straight to Papac. Daly. Kuzan preferred to Dashville, and that's a move that has certainly paid off for Walter Smith. Barry Ferguson's got a free kick off McGeady.
McGeady trying to track back. He does catch Ferguson. Be a chance yet again for Davis to send tailing ball in. Let's see how Celtic defend this one.
Stephen Davis, his set pieces have certainly caused problems for Celtic, but this man has caused problems for Rangers. Scott McDonald for Hinkle, and that's a great challenge from Whittaker. This could be ominous for Celtic. Whittaker can't keep going though. Robson, and Hendani wins it back this time. Novo, Broadfoot. Davis, Hendani. Christian Daly playing alongside David Weir. An old boys partnership in the heart of the Rangers defence in the absence of the suspended Carlos Cuellar. Nakamura. Scott McDonald. A hat-trick beckons, although he's trying to set up Venegora Hesselink, and that allowed Broadfoot to recover.
Just look at the genius of that ball in there from Nakamura. He picks out McDonald, and he is being unselfish, and Jan Fedorov Hesselink, he just waits too long. He's got to go on top of this, move towards the ball, and that gives Broadfoot the chance to tuck back in.
The tension is rising at Celtic Park. Nakamura's corner, and Gary Caldwell sends it just over.
It was a half-decent ball, but Rangers just do not deal with it. And Caldwell tries to loop this one back across Alexander. Just a foot too high.
Gordon Strachan looking for his 99th win as Celtic manager today. And Rangers are going to make a change soon. Andy Fye, who's been a bit of a forgotten man since joining on loan from Charlton, could be about to enter the Old Firm arena. David Weir has a problem. Thompson keeping a check on the time, but this doesn't look too clever for Weir.
It was obviously something that was expected at half-time. Maybe Weir took a knock or strained something just before half-time, and they've spoken about what the change would be. Well, he's played a major role yet again for Rangers, getting that very important goal.
Well, Rangers now without both of their first choice centre-halves. Cuellar suspended today, Weir hobbling off, and on comes Andy Fye for a rare appearance for Rangers. Hasn't had much of a look in this season, and he is going to go in to the back line. Ferguson, Kuzan, strong challenge from Caldwell. Hendani, Broadfoot. It is a free kick. Rangers having to patch things up then with Andy Fye on to partner Christian Daly in the heart of the defence. But they have another chance to go for goal here. Stephen Davis towards Daniel Kuzan. He didn't particularly look the favourite, but he got there. Davis fending off Hartley. Drawford goes back to Alexander. Ferguson bemused and baffled. Nacho Novo latches onto that. Novo again, Whittaker moves ahead of him. Nakamura holds up Novo. Hemdani. Defy making his first appearance for 6 months. Craig Thompson wants a word with Aidan McGeady.
Yeah, just need to calm down a little bit. It's been 2 or 3 occasions now.
Defies free kick. Caldwell commanding. Here's Venegora Hesseling. And again. Hinkle. McDonald. Robson. Naylor. And Lee Naylor is going to get a yellow card for that. Lunging in on Nacho Novo.
Yeah, this is very late on Novo. Deserved yellow card for that one.
Lee Naylor joins Barry Robson and Paul Hartley in the book. Defy on to the injured David Weir. Another injury, the last thing that Rangers needed with a hectic end to the season, which could see them play 10 games in 28 manic days. Walter Smith chasing 4 trophies. The Rangers manager has a phenomenal record in these Old Firm contests. His 40th Glasgow derby. Today he's only lost 8. Hartley's header finds Nakamura. Robson now. Hinkle. Caldwell. Hemdani keeping a close check on Nakamura, but it took a little flick off Hemdani. Corner Celtic. Can Celtic strike the next blow? And there's been a few blows exchanged already. Robson's corner. Whittaker was watching Caldwell very closely then. Amid a few flailing arms. Caldwell tries a back heel and gets a throw off Whittaker. A long throw for Lee Naylor. McManus, a potential target. It's gone away from him towards Venegora Hesseling, but Christian Daly won it. Naylor kept it in. Nakamura. McGeady. Goal kick.
Well, McGeady will keep trying down this left-hand side. So will Broadfoot though. Always trying to keep him in check. Rangers not quite managing to keep possession in the early part of the second half.
Cracking header from McManus. And Vinagora Hesseling gets a yellow card for that reckless challenge on Andy Fye. The fourth Celtic player to be booked. 6 months without a game, and then that happens when he come back.
Yeah, that's extremely dangerous. His foot's right up, stud showing.
Andy Fye gets a taste of the Old Firm experience right enough. And Walter Smith, furious, and exchanging words with the fourth official, Charlie Richmond. Ali McCoist on the scene too. Walter's running out of players, he can ill afford any more injuries.
Well, as the ball comes over, Fye goes towards it, eye on the ball. Jan Fedorov Hesselink certainly raises his foot. The studs were showing right into the midriff of Fye.
Everyone likes to take in the Old Firm game. Mick McCarthy back on familiar territory. Andy Fye just about okay, well, probably a little sore. Christian Daly takes the free kick towards Stephen Whittaker. Snapped away by Caldwell. Hinkle. Andy Fye's back on. As we head towards the hour mark, all the goals came in an extraordinary first half. If Celtic were to manage a victory today, they would be 5 points clear of Rangers, and they could go 8 points clear if they win at Motherwell Saturday. Rangers at Hibs on Sunday. But of course by then, Rangers' games in hand would be stacking up. Just gone away from Nakamura.
Celtic are trying that a lot more. Bigger switch of play. Out to either McGeady or Nakamura. Just trying to move Rangers about a bit.
Nakamura. Whittaker's challenge, and he secures a throw. Kuzan, Davis. Robson now for Naylor. Aidan McGeady. The Scottish PFA Player of the Year and Young Player too. Half an hour to go. The second half not quite at the amazing level of the first half, although give it time. Caldwell. Corner.
The Rangers certainly sitting a little bit too deep at times, inviting the pressure on now.
Well, they'll be hoping to defend corners at this end rather better than Celtic did in the first half. Nakamura floats it in. It's a good header away by Whittaker, who's being fouled anyway by... In fact, I think the ball might have swirled out. Nakamura's corner swirled out and came back in.
It's much more now the tactics that we expected from Rangers from the start of the match. in the second half. Just looking to sit in a little bit more, and maybe try and catch Celtic on the break.
Broadfoot will carry to Boritz. Venegoro Hesselink with a flick, but it's bounced off Hamdi Faye. McDonald for McGeady. And Nacho Nova gets back. The two captains going for this. And McManus cheekily gets the throw off Ferguson. And Stephen McManus is toiling too.
Yeah, he's got a problem with his left calf. Not for the first time. Has he been going down there, just touching that top of his left calf area? If he has tweaked it a little bit, he won't be able to continue.
Well, they do have Darren O'Dea on the bench today. He's just come back from injury. McDonald still going. Scott McDonald eventually snuffed out by Stephen Davis. Nakamura's corner doesn't clear Papac. Nakamura may get another opportunity. He sets it up, in fact, for Lee Naylor. Look at the room that he's got. And it's grabbed by Alexander.
Again, Naylor gets that room because Rangers sitting so deep. Sitting right in on top of Alexander. You have to try and push a higher line.
Kuzan's flick, but nobody ahead of him. Darren O'Dea is going to have to play a part in this Old Firm game. Stephen McManus seriously struggling. Well, it's not been a great day for centre-halves. Coilar suspended for this one. David Weir off injured, after scoring, mind you. And now McManus may be about to depart. Here's Barry Ferguson. Broadfoot. It's going to be a corner. Much to the delight of the Rangers fans in that corner. And Stephen McManus's game is up, but they'll want to get Darren O'Dea on. It doesn't look like they'll have time.
The problem is, if it is a strained calf, it won't be just the rest of this match that he'll miss. Could be one or two after it as well.
Steve Daly heads wide. Corners have undone Celtic today, though. Celtic are also going to bring on Georgios Samaras as well as Darren O'Dea, but they are losing their captain. Stephen McManus's game is up. Darren O'Dea, who played at right back in the October Old Firm clash at Ibrox, will come on for only his 10th appearance of the season. Stephen McManus has started the last 56 games for Celtic, but he's off for the final quarter. The young Irishman who burst onto the scene last season, Darren O'Dea, will replace him. And Celtic will also shortly, maybe not just now, bring on Samaras. O'Dea slots in alongside Gary Caldwell, who takes the captain's armband. McGeady, lovely touch, and he'll get a second bite on this. Hinkle. Well, it didn't seem to to do, Hinkle. Whittaker now for Kuzan. Ferguson and Davis going through the middle. Kuzan has a look up. It's gone behind Ferguson, but here's Novo! Very nearly adding to his Old Firm tally.
Well, it ends up a similar angle to the last match where he did find the net. It's a lovely ball in from Kuzan, a great run. First time effort from Nacho Novo. Across Boris, real pace, and that's not far away.
Well, it was Vennegaard of Hesselink who won the last Old Firm game for Celtic in stoppage time, but he won't get the chance to do that again. Georgios Samaras is off the bench to play his part. And more than capable of nicking a goal, which is what Celtic desperately need. A draw doesn't really do them any favours, but it would suit Rangers. McDonald chasing this, and Broadfoot brings it down, does he? Yes! Penalty kick for Celtic. Well, McDonald missed from the spot in the last Old Firm game, and Alan McGregor saved it. There's a yellow card coming out only for Broadfoot.
Just look at how the striker wins this one. He just gets his body in the right place, and it means for Broadfoot he has to make a decision.
It's going to be Barry Robson who scored a winner from the penalty spot for Dundee United against Rangers back at the end of October. McDonald, although he could have completed a hat-trick, standing aside after failing to score from the spot in the last Old Firm game.
Well, he hasn't played a huge role yet. Could this be it?
It is a massive moment, a monumental moment. One big kick, this. Barry Robson. He makes his mark at Celtic Park, and this topsy-turvy tussle takes another twist. Celtic are in front again in a must-win match for them.
To take this penalty, you need character. And that man has got bags of it. Doesn't try and place it. He just hits it hard and low. And Alexander's committed. What a big penalty this is. Scott McDonald, he gets himself in front of Broadfoot. It's just on the line. It's good work from the striker. Broadfoot caught out of position. He takes him down. And that gave Robson his chance.
20 tantalising minutes remain. Barry Robson with an emphatic penalty, which I'm sure Rangers will question whether it was inside or outside initially. And of course they had a penalty shot of their own in the first half. It's just your average Old Firm fare, this, really.
Yeah, I think the contact starts just outside the box, but then the actual contact that makes McDonald go down may just have been on the line. But again, controversial. We can see it here. McDonald doing his job, and I think the majority of the weight from Broadfoot that goes on top of the little striker comes inside.
They call this place paradise, and it certainly feels like it right now for the Celtic fans as they endeavour to keep Rangers working for their title. A win here and Celtic go 5 points clear. A win at Motherwell on Saturday and they go 8 points clear. Although Rangers would have 4 games in hand by then. They don't play till Sunday. Dug out by Naylor. Christian Daly pops it back. Offside.
Well, Rangers will be looking to react quickly to this. Well, here we go again. Scott McDonald. Well, so difficult to call. Possibly just on the line, but Barry Robson, never in any doubt there. Absolutely delighted.
A passionate player, a passionate occasion. Celtic 3, Rangers 2. What's going to happen next? In the last Old Firm game of the season, and they'd probably save the best till last, these two teams.
You can just see though in games like this, it's such a high tempo, how difficult they are to referee. They are all contentious decisions. The big calls as far as where the title's going to go. I'm sure the arguments will rage on.
Nakamura, Samaras nearly got to it, seemed to be shoved out of the way. Papac, Whittaker. Can Rangers bounce back again? They were 1-0 down, they were 2-1 up, and now they're 3-2 down on a remarkable afternoon.
I wouldn't be surprised if Walter Smith now changes it up front. It might be time for the sheer pace of Darcyville to come on and try and get that, which would be an epic goal to get them back in it.
Here is Robson. He has certainly endeared himself to the Celtic fans. He did that straight away when he scored with his first touch at Aberdeen. Scored against Barcelona as well. And now he's got an Old Firm goal.
He's not really been in the game, to be honest. A lot of it's bypassed him.
Hinkle. And Andy Fry having to turn that away. He wasn't about to take any chances. It's not a day for taking chances.
No, it's not. It's a day for character. Decent ball in, and that's why when you're not in the match, it is players like Robson, Nakamura, McGeady, McDonald, Fenner-Of Hesling who can make a difference, certainly for the home side. And Rangers have their share as well, and this match is not over yet.
Robson's corner, and it's come off the post. And a foul by Samaras.
Oh, it's a wicked ball in with pace. It's low. It beats the players at the near post and almost sneaks in past Alexander.
Jean-Claude Darcheville is going to come on to aid Rangers' quest for a goal. McGeady. Between them, Broadfoot and Hemdani win it back, and now Nacho Nova. Caldwell in front of Whittaker. Papac. Daniel Kuzan. Turned away by Darren O'Dea, on for the injured McManus.
So often in the past it's been Celtic with a late goal to take something from a match. Can Rangers do it this time?
Crawford bamboozled. Jean-Claude Darcheville about to join the fray. 12 goals this season for Darcheville. Craig Thompson having to take a Celtic shirt off the pitch. Robson. Nakamura. Caldwell. It's a decent ball. Very decent for McGeady, who has Novo and Broadfoot for company, as usual. Novo is going to get a free kick off Lee Naylor. And Rangers have taken it quick. Stephen Davis. He's decided to take a rather long route then, Davis. But Rangers will come back for more with Sasa Papac. Whittaker available wide. Samaras. Rangers still waiting to get Darsheville on. Here's Samaras. He could put Nakamura in here. Seemed to delayed.
Yeah, he waited too long. Nakamura was free.
Kuzan's flick. Gary Ferguson. It's going to be just a throw-in for Celtic. They can now get Darsheville on. Raheem Hemdani will make way. Needs must for Rangers now. Hemdani off. And Darsheville on. And can he grab an equaliser for Rangers that would almost certainly end the title race, bearing in mind Rangers games in hand?
Yeah, for one of the first times this season, Rangers play without a sitting midfield player. They're really going for it.
Ferguson for Whittaker, sidestepping the issue. But Lee Naylor always been caught by Whittaker then. Whittaker may well be punished in a minute, but Samaras is racing away. And there is going to be a yellow card coming out here for Stephen Whittaker for that lunge on Naylor.
Yeah, it's well refereed. It's just late, no real contact though.
His sixth yellow card today. Celtic 4-2 up on bookings and 3-2 up on goals. And Scott Brown is going to come on for the last 10 minutes. Robson's flick, McGeady. The sun is shining in Glasgow today, a scorching day and a scorching game. Celtic edging it. But there might be more to come in the last 10 minutes. Celtic go to Motherwell next Saturday from 11:30 on Totanda Sports 1. We will be with them. And if they hang on here, they could go 8 points clear next Saturday. Although Rangers would have 4 games in hand. Andy Fife has got to sort this out. Scott McDonald lurking. Broadfoot. Ferguson. Darsheville. Novo moving into the middle. Kuzan and Whittaker are also there with Ferguson. But Darren O'Dea stops it.
The Rangers are almost 4 up front at times now. They will have to watch they don't get caught on the break.
Broadfoot's throw. McDonald. Neatly done. Naylor has dispatched that into touch. Scott Brown available after suspension. But Hartley and Donati did, Hartley and Robson rather did so well in the last Old Firm game in there. Brown had to stay on the bench. Paul Hartley's coming off. And Scott Brown is coming on. The man who was part of the Hibs team that beat Rangers a few times.
Coming on, number 8, Scott Brown.
Scott Brown will only get a few minutes, but he will relish them. Ferguson. Davis. Darshville. Here's Papac. It's cut out by Caldwell, but it's a corner.
Just looks a little bit nervy for Celtic when Rangers get up the park.
Well, they scored their 2 goals from corners. From Stephen Davis corners. Here comes another one, and Broadfoot showed interest, but it was a firm header from Caldwell. Christian Daly stays up there. And Caldwell is there again to clear it. Hamdi Faye pops it back. Offside. Daniel Kuzan, the flag is up. Craig Thompson hasn't noticed it yet. In fact, he's allowed the game to go on. But the offside flag was long up. I think he's going to give the free kick for offside.
Gordon Strachan's no stranger to it being very tight near the end. Normally speaking, he's the one that needs the goal. Not this time.
Six minutes remaining. Gordon Strachan on the brink of back-to-back victories over Rangers. And Celtic could yet still be in with a title shout. Hamdi Faye catching himself out.
Just showing a little bit his lack of match practice there.
Come on, ball boy. Give it back. Lee Naylor will take this. Hamdi Faye all over McDonald. A free kick for Celtic in a promising position. And another goal for them now would surely wrap it up.
It's just what Celtic want at this stage. Hold the game up a little bit. And get Nakamura across.
Nakamura, away by Ferguson. Nakamura tangling with Novo. Celtic's throw. Samaras has let that roll out. Rangers have 4 minutes plus stoppage time to save themselves. And an equalizer would surely leave the title out of Celtic's reach. Walter Smith has never lost back-to-back Old Firm games. He's been manager for 40 of them. Naylor towards Samaras, but over his head.
I can imagine it's been a long time since Rangers played as well and lost in an Old Firm match. Certainly away from home.
Broadfoot for Novo, and Kuzan's got a free kick. Rangers will get a chance here, and they'll send Christian Daly up, and Sasa Papachan and Defy to join everyone else.
Well, this is a tester. Davis on the ball yet again. Just one good delivery.
Stephen Davis again, and it's cleared by Darren O'Dea. McGeady for McDonald. Nakamura, Samaras is through the middle. McDonald has spotted him, but can't find him.
Well, that's the counter-attack I'm talking about. McDonald's pass just not quite there. The threat was.
Hinkle has won it back for Celtic. Robson, whose penalty could win them the game. And the early word from the touchline is that there are going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Rangers dejected and distraught. Celtic about to beat them twice. Well, they were never going to let their title go easily. Of that you can be sure. Hinkle. Alexander could put Novo on his way. Decent throw. Novo. Caldwell has dealt with a fair few things today.
Yeah, Caldwell's played well in this match. Marshaled the troops at the back. There have been a few big performances today from both sides.
McDonald gets a free kick off Christian Daly. Scott McDonald spurning the chance of a hat-trick from the penalty spot, having seen Alan McGregor save his spot kick in the last Old Firm game. Barry Robson, though, a bit of a maestro when it comes to penalties. In fact, Robson may well have played in Rangers' last 3 domestic defeats now, 1 with Dundee United, 2 with Celtic. Here he is again, Barry Robson. Can Celtic clinch it? Handball? No, says Craig Thompson. We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time. McGeady. It's opening up for Aidan McGeady.
Barry Robson drove through, got to byline, and you can see there clearly handball from Daly, and it was meant.
Well, Rangers had a similar shout in the first half, I suppose. The seconds tick away. McDonald. Nakamura is waiting for it the other side, but McDonald's in no rush. And McDonald has secured a free kick.
Another star performer today, McDonald. Took his chances well, and has really worked hard. He causes problems for centre-halves.
Samaras heading for the corner. Celtic nearly there. A couple more minutes to go. Have added on time. Will Rangers be able to manage another assault on Celtic's goal? They might just get the chance. That's a high one for Neil Alexander. Caldwell, solid today. Nakamura. McDonald. Celtic seeing out stoppage time nicely, and they're going to get another free kick. A needless foul given away by Barry Ferguson. Well, Rangers going to lose for the 11th time in their last 14 visits to Celtic Park. Samaras now heading for the corner. Ferguson frustrated. Samaras. Eventually, the free kick goes to Rangers.
Well, Celtic did what they had to do. A vital goal just before half-time. And then with it all level, they got that all-important third in the second half.
20 seconds of stoppage time left. Here's Nakamura. Rangers unable really to dig it out of their own half, and there's going to be a red card coming Stephen Whittaker's way. Right at the end, Rangers will have another player suspended.
And Nakamura just gets a touch. It takes it away from Whittaker. He's already committed to the tackle.
Booked earlier, Whittaker is off, and Rangers are losing players left, right and centre. David Weir off injured today. Stephen Whittaker will now face a ban. It's over! Gordon Strachan Celtic are not ready to relinquish their title. Rangers are going to have to work for it. They're going to have to work really hard for it. Barry Robson scored the winner from the penalty spot after another classic duel between the Giants of Glasgow. Scott McDonald scored twice and might have fancied the chance of a hat-trick if he hadn't have missed the spot in the last Old Firm game. A game that swung one way and then the other. Celtic 1-0 up early on with a controversial goal that was offside. Rangers responded by going 2-1 up. Celtic equalised just before half-time through McDonald again with the aid of a deflection. And then McDonald was bundled over by Broadford. And it called for a man with a cool head. Sometimes he hasn't got the coolest of heads, but he did when he stepped up to score from the penalty spot. Barry Robson won the game for Celtic. Back-to-back Old Firm victories for the Hoops for the first time in 4 years. And they are still in this race for the title. Rangers have the games in hand, but Celtic are racking up the points, and if they win at Motherwell on Saturday, they'll be 8 points clear of Rangers, who would then have 4 games in hand. They go to Hibs on Sunday. Neil Lennon may not get to play in these occasions anymore, but he's still loving it, watching it from the sidelines, and they're loving it too. On an afternoon of ups and downs and twists and turns. Scott McDonald offside, but the goal stood in the 3rd minute, and that set the tone for the day. Davy Weir, who later went off injured, equalised for Rangers, and from a similar route, in fact the same route, Stephen Davis's corner, Daniel Kuzan put Rangers in front. But Scott McDonald equalised just ahead of half-time. It took a little nick off Christian Daly. And then the main talking point of the second half. Broadfoot on McDonald. And Barry Robson scored, and emphatically so. And Celtic held on to secure a victory over their fierce rivals after another epic encounter between the Old Firm. It finished Celtic 3, Rangers 2.
Old Firm wins, you wait 19 months for one, then you get 2 in 11 days. It's Celtic at the double, and all is not lost in their title defence. An amazing 90 minutes, and all the reaction coming your way. For the most dramatic title turnaround. The 2020 cricket, Stuart Lovell.
Scott, that was almost certainly a game Celtic had to win. Do you feel the title's up for grabs now?
Well, we still know there's a lot to do. It's 3 tough games for us. All we've done today is, put ourselves back in the race. Bit of pride back as well, because we've took a lot of hits this year, and rightly so at times. But it was nice to obviously get one over your rivals again, and all we can do now is hope it does put pressure on them, because they are still in the driving seat. But we put ourselves in the race again, which was great.
The game started perfectly for Celtic, and for you in particular. A goal after 3 minutes, exactly what I imagine the manager was hoping for.
Yeah, exactly what I wanted to. You know, after the last game we played, you know, I was hungry for goals. You know, goals haven't been coming thick and fast recently, but I've been working hard and, you know, finishing and training, and it was great to get the rewards today. And boys are giving me a bit of stick for cutting the ball back early in the second half. I should have maybe had a hat-trick.
Yeah, I mean, looking at your first goal, you must have been surprised at the space you were afforded, particularly in a game of this importance and so early.
Yeah, didn't really have much time to think about it. Just touch, finish, bang, and look around and say, "Am I onside here?" Because I was, you know, pretty much alone. But you know, a fantastic header from Jan again. You know, and the partnership we've had, you know, it's been fantastic, and I've been enjoying every minute of it. But you know, Sammy's come on in games and scored the winner last week. You know, we've got some great players here, and it's great, you know, competition. And I think you can see that now that, you know, since January we've strengthened as well, and all the boys are starting to gel, and you know, everyone's getting a feel for it and realise what this game's about. You know, especially Old Firm games and must wins.
And your second goal, good bit of link-up between yourself and Aidan McGeady. Do you think it would have gone in without the slight deflection of Christian Daly?
I don't know, but I haven't done that often enough this season, I feel. Obviously I've scored a lot of goals, but in the box is my territory, and you know, to get turn and hit, you know, I should be doing more often, and just great it paid off today.
You managed to gain the penalty, of course, which turned out to be the winning goal. Did you see Kirk Broadfoot come in? Looked like you just slowed yourself down and played for the contact?
Yeah, because, you know, I couldn't go any quicker because the ball was high in the air, so I had to wait for it to come down. He's just made a rash challenge, I guess, and I've felt it, and obviously he's tripped me and I've went down. I would have liked to have went on and scored my hat-trick, really, to be honest, and I was thinking about taking that pen, but there was no taking it off Robbo, that's for sure, and he finished it, you know, coolly, and it was great.
Having missed a penalty in the last game, was the decision made before the match about who would take them if you did get one in this game?
Yeah, pretty much. Robbo just said, "I'm taking it," and that's it.
Of course, where do you think that leaves you in the title race? Because you have still got 3 very tough games to go. All the 3 teams that you've got to play are fighting out for third place.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to win against your rivals, like I said, but 3 tough games to go, and we've got to win every single one of them. If we want to win this title this year, obviously it's still in Rangers' hands, and we'll just have to wait it out and see. But we've got to win all 3 of our games. Every game, you know, is like today. It's a must-win for us. So I think we've probably showed that in the last sort of 3 or 4 games of Passion's back, and you know, people questioned us, the character of the boys and the manager and that, and we've stuck by each other, and you know, hopefully we're proving a lot of people wrong.
Well, Scott, you're racking up the champagne this season. Once again, you're the equalizer man of the match. Well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
And I think he'll know what to do with it as well. He went aboard the emotional roller coaster 11 days ago, missed penalty before setting up Jan Vennegood of Hesselink for that late winner. Today it was joy all the way through for Scott McDonald. What a performance from him, and what a result for
Gordon. I guess it's stating the obvious to say you'll be pleased after the result, but also the performance.
Performance was good again. After we scored the first goal, actually, it kind of spooked us. I don't think anybody expected an early goal against Rangers, or vice versa, Rangers scoring against us. And we started a bit too deep, to be honest with you. We sorted that out the second half, and the game became a lot easier for us.
Celtic make a habit of starting the game fast, particularly here on your own ground, and I guess you must have been absolutely delighted when you went 1-0 up. Surprised most people in the ground.
Well, I think usually you've got cameras on my reaction if I'm looking sad or depressed, but you see that when the goal goes in, it doesn't affect me, because I know it's got to go. It'll be a long way to go, and today I just thought that the first goal wasn't going to make any difference. It was the last one. Fortunately, we got the last one.
Often in these games, the team that scores first does go on to win the game, but I imagine you wouldn't have thought it would have been in maybe such a topsy-turvy manner.
Yeah, well, Rangers are, I mean, physically a big side, and I can't, you know, and they're good deliveries. There were 2 great deliveries against us and 2 brave headers. We think we can do better, obviously, but if you can't stop it, then you can't stop it, and you hold your hands up to them. But when we played, I thought we made some excellent chances.
You've been adopting this policy of zonal marking for corners, which would you maybe put the goals down to more about the delivery from Rangers than the defending?
It's funny that watching commentators all round, and I can give you stats, no problem if you ever want to look at them, that zonal marking to some teams, well, I know for a fact that there's less scored against them. But it's funny enough, you only mention zonal marking when we lose them, but you never say how well we've done. You know, last time we played here, we never lost one when zonal marking kept us in the game. So, and to be fair, the other side's the same as that. Andy Grace, I had a conversation with him a wee while ago, and you could argue that the outcome on it's basically who jumps the highest. I mentioned Sky, that's poor, isn't it?
Obviously, you've got 2-1 down, and you're probably racking your brains trying to think how to get back into the game, and then a wonderful finish from Scott McDonald, albeit with a good bit of build-up from Aidan McGeady, and you had good combinations between the forward-thinking players today.
We've been working on a lot of these things, and it came off today. A lot of the things have been practiced. Fortunately, we've got time to practice at the moment. I'd rather we didn't. I'd rather be in a lot more cups, but we've got time to practice. So that was nice that the boys took a few things, and I thought Aidan was at times unplayable again today. Scott McDonald, excellent. So a lot of good forward play today.
One downside, of course, was the injury to your captain, Stephen McManus. Do you have any idea whether it's a serious one? He certainly seemed to be struggling when he came off with a calf, we believe.
It's more of a tightness he was getting rather than that instant stab in the calf you get sometimes. So hopefully we can work on that and be back soon. But Darren, I thought Darren, considering he had a hernia operation 2.5 weeks ago, it did very well.
You'll obviously be feeling an awful lot happier with the situation in terms of where you are in the table compared to how it was about a month or so ago, but still a tough ask for Celtic to overhaul Rangers.
Oh, it's huge. The Rangers consistent this year's been absolutely fantastic, and as I said, and I've said it before we got on this run, that they should be complimented on the way they went about their job this year at home and in Europe.
Thanks for your time. Well done today.
Thank you. Ta.
He might not be jumping up and down Gordon Strachan, but he is a happy man. Indian sign of Gordon Strachan early on has now lost 2 in the bounce. Here he is.
Walter, did you feel you deserved something from the game?
I think we put enough effort into the game to deserve something from it. We started the game very well. First half hour or so, I felt we were on top. Celtic came into the game in the last 15 minutes of the first half and pinned us back a little bit for the first time. But obviously we're disappointed with the level of goal we lost. The 3 of them, although the second one a deflection, I think it took a deflection anyway. So, we're disappointed in the level of goal we lost, but and therefore disappointed when we don't get anything from the game.
It's unusual to see Rangers concede so early in a match, particularly with the experience you've got in the centre of your defence. It was a borderline offside, but were you somewhat surprised at the time and space that McDonald had to score?
Yeah, naturally, that's one of the things. I mean, we've not been like that this season, so took us a little bit by surprise, that one. Obviously took our boys a little bit by surprise as well. So we're disappointed to lose that one so early, but as we have done on a number of occasions this year, credit to them, they come back. And as I say, in that first half hour of the game, we're the better side. We managed to get 2 goals. It put us up, Celtic coming back to make it 2-2. There was nothing much in the second half, I didn't think, between the teams. Neither goalkeeper really having a lot to do. A little bit of pressure from set plays here and there. But, overall, we're obviously disappointed at the level of goal we lost and also the fact that, we didn't take a point.
Invariably in a match of this importance there are always controversial decisions. 1 or 2 you would say affected the goals. The first goal, McDonald may have been offside, but what were your view on 1 or 2 decisions, in particular the challenge by Venegur Hesselink on Amdi Faye, which seemed to really enrage the Rangers dugout?
Well, I mean, obviously I felt it was a bad challenge. It's up to the referee to decide, and he decided it was a yellow card, so we have to stick with that. But it's a little bit galling when we get a player sent off for 2 rather innocuous fouls, and that one I felt was a bad enough challenge to warrant a red card. But the referee's decision, who I felt refereed again very well today, was the one that matters more than anything else.
You've always said that you were more concerned about injuries than the amount of games you've got to play. With that in mind, a bit of a problem that Davy Weir's gone off, and also Barry Ferguson picked up quite a nasty knock as well in the match. Yeah,
but I mean that is the thing. The number of games that we have is going to cause us a problem like that. Davy Weir has I think it's a thigh strain, groin strain that he's got. We have 1 or 2 others at the present moment suffering from similar thing, but with the number of games we've had, you can't expect anything else. So we'll just have to handle it, and I felt that was a contributing factor in the winning goal. That when you have to make as many changes as we've had to do, Carlos Queller out this evening suspended. We've lost Alan McGregor from there, and then when we end up losing Davy Weir as well, that's a complete change of 3 players who have been really steady for us over the season.
You do have the advantage of 1 or 2 players coming back from suspension. Quaylar, you mentioned, and also Kevin Thompson, which I guess will give the team a boost.
Yeah, but we do. We need them all coming back at the present moment, and it's just a normal situation, the one that we feared that. With the more games that we have, the more injuries we're going to have, and it places a great deal of pressure on my lads who are having to play, week in, week out. But if you look at the level of intensity with which the boys played today, we're delighted with the amount of effort that they're putting in. I don't think that you could see many teams put in the amount of effort, considering that they had a huge game on a Thursday evening.
Thanks for your time, Walter.
Thank you.
2 goals for Rangers, but these 3 for Celtic. Real